Recently, I took about a month and a half hiatus, but today I'm going to discuss with y'all what was going on here with me. Hey gang, welcome back to the channel here in the Philippines. I have been away from YouTube for about a month, probably a month and a half. So this video is going to be basically about why I quit doing YouTube in the Philippines. Little preview, it wasn't necessarily by choice. So this is about the first time in about a month and a half, maybe more, that I've been back to this park. I used to come down here all the time to kind of film, plus right over there at that spot there's a coffee shop that I would go to, and I would have coffee, work, do a little internet time, and try to be productive. But today I'm going to discuss with y'all what was going on here with me. If this is the first time to your channel, I've been living on and off in the Philippines now for approximately almost a year and a half now, and I've been doing YouTube for about 2 years. And recently I took about a month and a half hiatus. So let's take a look at the light here and get situated. I think that'll work. There may be noise in the background. As you can see, or I'll show you, right here, there's like a road right behind me. So if people come and honk their horns and stuff, or just the engines, they may get in the way. So basically, I had gone back, I'm from the United States originally. I had gone back to the United States back in May and June of this year. It's now the end of August, and I didn't get a lot of production done when I was there. I had a lot of stuff I had to do, both for my business. I'm an attorney in the United States, and I had to take care of some issues there, legal issues for clients, and also my own personal business there. And pretty much everybody on the channel had told me they weren't really interested in any US content. They're interested in stuff here and in Southeast Asia and other parts of the world. So I didn't put much content up when I was there. But then I came back to Southeast Asia and I went to Thailand. And I only spent about a week in Thailand before I headed back to the Philippines. And when I first came back, I had gotten, the night before I left Thailand, I did something silly and I went out and ate street food. And as predicted, the next 24 hours, I ended up with food poisoning. So with all the travel, like one way was like 37 hours just to get to the United States, and then back to Southeast Asia, lack of sleep, just basically working the whole time I was there, and then getting back and getting food poisoning. My immune system was way down. So you fast forward a few weeks after that, once I got my sleep schedule back in order after the travels and everything, my son ended up getting the flu, and my middle son. And then he passed it on to me, passed it on to everybody else in the household, and I ended up getting the flu combined with a little bit of a sinus infection, which is no big deal. I hadn't had the flu in like 5 or 6 years, quite frankly, and everything that's been going on for the last several years. I thought we'd probably almost wiped out the flu. I hadn't heard of many people who'd had it during the Chinese virus phase. But I did get the flu, and it turned into pneumonia. And I ended up having to go through 2 rounds of antibiotics to get rid of it. And I was basically in bed for almost a month. I'd had pneumonia once before in my life, back when it was right before I started law school, back in probably, I think I was about 26, I think I was about 27 when that happened. And the same thing happened then. I got really sick with it. They were on the verge of hospitalizing me, and ended up having to go through a round of amoxicillin. That didn't work. And then they upped the dosage to, I think it was ciprofloxacin, which is what they use to treat anthrax with. So a really powerful antibiotic to finally knock it out of my system. Basically the same thing happened this time. That was 20-something years ago. Hadn't had it anywhere in between, but it really knocked me for a loop. So had a sore throat from the drainage, couldn't make videos. And then after I got over the sickness, I was just lethargic, and my sleep schedule was so messed up. Basically, most of the contacts I have to do are back in the United States. I'm 12 hours difference currently from them. So basically I'm working on US time, Eastern Standard Time for the most part, which is basically in the middle of the night here in the Philippines when I'm having to communicate with other attorneys, with clients and so forth back in the States. And so coming off of that with having no energy whatsoever, and then having a messed up sleep schedule, plus being behind in work, which I did have to get caught up on, I just didn't have time to do the YouTube. I regret that. I wished I had, but between the voice and the lack of energy and being sick for all that time, I just had to basically take a break from it. Even once I got well a couple weeks ago, about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I started to make videos again, but you know, one thing or another, a phone meeting and so forth would interfere, and I just didn't have the energy to get it going. So at this point I am back. That's the reason that I took the hiatus. A lot of people who watch the channel and who are subscribed to the channel sent me emails, messages. I haven't responded to many of those, probably only about 10%. I am trying to work my way through that. I will get back to you. Thank you so much to all of you who did contact to find out if you was still alive and asking for proof of life. I am here, and I did make it. And you know, this wouldn't have mattered. Like I say, the last time I had this, I was in the United States. It really wasn't a matter of what country I was in or anything else. It's just, you know, sometimes you get sick. Fortunately for me, at least in my adult lifetime, I really haven't had to go to the doctor that much. Never had to have been hospitalized overnight the entire time of my adult life. In fact, the only time I ever did get hospitalized, I was 7 years old. So I've been very, very fortunate with that, with health issues and everything else. Generally try to take care of myself. So hopefully it won't happen again in the future, or at least for several years. I am going to be back here on YouTube making videos. I'm going to start the production schedule. Like I say, this is the first time that I've been out and about outdoors since that happened, and I'm back in this park looking around. You can see it's there's not much happening here today, which is fine with me because it makes it easy to kind of film this. But camera shut off for 1 second there. All right, so basically I'm going to be doing content again. I'm going to try to do another video today and get it up, because there's a lot of things that before I got sick I wanted to talk about. The Philippines is really open now. It's a really great time to come. So I got a video coming on the changes that we've had just in the last couple of weeks. As far as coming in as a foreigner to the Philippines, so those of you who are foreigners, now's a great time to come. It's a great time to come to most of Southeast Asia. I love Thailand. It's not necessarily a good time to go there with everything that's going on, but the Philippines is open again. It's a good time to come. It's a little expensive with the airfare right now, but if you've been thinking about a trip, you've been thinking about you've been postponing it because of everything that's been going on, other than the plane costs, it's a really good time to be here. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna get out some more content this week. Apologize that I've been down for the count and haven't been able to get anything out here lately, but that's par for the course. So even though I did quit YouTube for a while, it wasn't on purpose, and I apologize that I didn't communicate that with you earlier, but I was literally in bed for almost a month. So all right, guys, take care. That's enough for me today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you do want to see that future content and you're not already subscribed, and hit the like button if this is helpful. I don't know how long I'll leave this video up for. Again, it's really just for people that watch to kind of know that yes, I am still alive and kind of what was going on. Thanks, guys.